Hello, everybody. Good evening and welcome to, well, actually, it's a surprise stream today because I've been unable to stream for quite a while due to my night shifts, usually starting on Sunday, meaning I had very little time in the afternoon to prepare for the stream and all that. So I basically had to skip them. Now I've got the week off, and because of that, I'm actually able to stream. So we have a surprise stream today, and I really hope everybody's going to enjoy this. I hope I'm able to get a nice vibe going because my day wasn't that nice today. Anyway, I currently have a seraphim selected here, so let's pick our friend Cyber Septim and let's see where he ends up. The plan for today is to start doing lots and lots of quests in Artamark's gate. We have multiple quests here inside the city to start with. However, there is one quest leading us to this big ass island up here. That area can be ignored, we will be there later. We have one chain quest leading us, let me think, over here and a little bit over there for a while, but basically over here. And we have another quest we are able to pick up at some point, also happening in this area. So there's plenty to do over here. I've got about 4 or 5 hours for it. So let's just assume I'm able to do a lot today. It depends a little bit at how I'm feeling actually, because I'm trying to switch from my night shift schedule to a weekly schedule. I've got, I completely forgot something, so I have to do that too. I've got a birthday coming up in the weekend, which is also a good reason for switching to another schedule. So yeah, it's, well, all kind of stuff that's keeping me occupied for a moment. Let's do this. I've completely forgot my Discord message. And done. Right, so now 3 notification in Twitch done, in Discord done. So let's say let's go. We've got, oh, hang on. What do we have open? That's intercepted scouts. Yeah, but intercepted scout mission and Atherton. Well, intercept scout is another chain quest, but it's leading me out of Artamark's gate at the moment, and it's part of the Unholy Crusade, which eventually will take me all over here, this complete area. So I'm not going to do that. I'm really focusing on this part of the map today. So let's see. Lady. Oh no. Rankweed. Ooh. That's going to... Okay. Let's summon my skeletons. All. And basically, there is this movie related to the Necronomicon. Now I've got the whole thing about Army of Darkness. Well, I think my troops, my skellies, can be considered an Army of Darkness as well. Because when I'm looking at what I'm able to do here, it's funny, I keep missing. I basically don't have to fight anything. Well, at least for a while, until probably until we... Oh, hang on. No, I do have it. Nice. Ah, yeah, Evil Dead movies. That's what. We will visit the refuge too, because that also has some nice things, including something I came up with. But yeah, there is a movie called Army of Darkness, which is part of the Evil Dead cult movie franchise. And basically, I think my character and all the minions are some sort of Army of Darkness ourselves right now. No, those are single-handed. And that was actually... Ah, yeah. Might as well do this. 196. I have to find what to call it, a blacksmith at some point. Because looking at things, I'm not doing as much damage as I thought I would. Of course, I'm still lacking the... There we go. I'm still lacking lots of unique and set items I could usually use. That's a nice sentence. I could usually use to improve everything. So with that in mind, my current status isn't that bad. And here we are, lots of nasty mutant spiders. So I need another blacksmith because there is this. There's to be. What's his name? That hammer in my inventory. That's doing more damage right now. It's the things I have equipped. So I will do that in a bit.
You can't defeat me!
Okay. Herbs done. Time to go back. And earn a lot more experience points for the quests. And once that's done, we can do the next one. Come on, Scullies, run. Get those. Oh, wait, we're not going back yet. Let me see. Entrance. Follow the path. There used to be an entrance to this graveyard. There it is.
I'm already looking forward to the slaves and farmers' screams of agony.
No, I'm not. So what we have here is, of course, bad guys, graves, tombstones and all that. But what we actually have here are lots of player created tombstone messages. And if I'm not mistaken, there's one of mine.
Don't do that again.
As well. This is really killing me right now. Bolts. In this case I can use it. No. Go there. Rolling plate. Aha. Zombies. Ah, no way. That bug again. Don't tell me. Where am I? Under Artamark's gate. This used to be an old bug in Sacred 2 Gold, where you got stuck in the entrance, and when you were finally able to move, you ended up in another dungeon. Well, looks like that bug is in here as well. I can't get out of here. Just need to have a look at it. I can get out of here because I can always use F8 to teleport to the resurrection monolith. Just won't. There's lots to loot here. And like every self-respecting wolf, I like looting. The only thing is about the kind of loot. Is it useful? Most of it isn't. Lots of white items I don't need. Lots of blue items I also don't need. Good news is there's also gold. That's something I can use. That's the exit. We haven't been there yet. Discard. Well, not something I would use. I think this is the dungeon under Artamark's gate. Shipyard. We'll see in a bit. Which means I need to do the journey to what's his name? That dungeon again, except this time without entering it. Indeed. Not where I was planning to go. Never mind. We'll give it another try. Expedition guy, we will talk to him later. Going back to the graveyard. Where we will continue to actually explore everything. Except that one. And that's actually my contribution. And I hope everybody got the reference. the way, not pies. Should be another one of those grave silly messages done by me. Yeah, well, goes for a hammer or an axe. That's another one from me. So there's actually 3. A zombie. No message here. Somebody else's play of words, and there's the last one. Also mine. So people who know me from somebody else's stream now know where that sense of humor came from and how I've been using it. I also think one of my skellies is stuck. Well, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Eventually he will catch up on me. This is also a nice one. Not mine, by the way. And this is okay, a little bit too close to the current world events. Great. I came up with a grave situation quote at some point, and somebody else came up with that one after that. Okay, that done, time to continue our questing. Okay. Same as open it gate. Never mind. Like I said, I have not the best of moods today.
That was easy. It's back there. Finished. On with the text.
Set pieces.
This has to be a very special item.
Greatest harmony. Okay, nice, but not the one I'm going to use. Faladol's Eye, that's a nice one for my... what's her name? High Elf. So, level 30 I'm mounting, level 45. I need to check. That needs to be done. This requires a new. That's 30 and I got a 45. So sell. No need to. Let's sell that one. Need to be replaced. Sell that one. So we've got one room and one blacksmith art in. And for ice, actually I'm going to move the fire in here with the 35. So the fire is being moved in here, the ice is moved in here, and everything goes down one spot. Right, and we're not done yet.
That was easy.
Now, blacksmith. Somehow I have the feeling that that witch did this on purpose. Never mind. The wet. Okay.
This has to be a very special item.
Yeah, we know that because it already was before. If I put wet in it, I'm doing more damage. If I put an amulet in it, let's fish them. Well, with an amulet, I may actually have better stats. Problem is, I don't have that many good amulets. So I might as well keep doing this. Next, remove fire. Actually, let's do it the other way around. Poison. 36, 36.6. Salt. 73. 83, 96. 1, 2, 3. Done. This is going to be number 4. Poison. What? There it is. That's odd. Never had that happening before. Number 3 becomes magic. $35, $6, $33. And we have the same thing happening again. Number 2 becomes ice. So I read they did a patch. Oh, hang on. Now it works. I read they did a patch last week. And I can actually boost the damage on him, which is nice. Speed, region, chance to evade, attack value. And I wonder, because let's get back to that patch. I wonder if the patch actually broke something else. So half that +2, because plus 2 halved it gives me more attack speed, which in turn will make it easier for me to actually hit stuff. So let's see how that works out, because I will have to go into areas where we use fire. Now for now, Impy, because I need to check some things. Not in here. Shared belongings. Lucratis. Okay, so I can sell the Lucratis. The shoulder plates can be sold. And armor can't be. Okay, so we're going to do another.
This has to be a very special item.
Of that. Done. Merchant. So look at that. 157. No, don't look at that. 163. I'm actually 3 levels above. Eight, 47, 42. That also explains some of my damage. Useless. Sell off that one, and that one, and that. damage over time. Also evade. Yeah, I can use those. But not the way it works now. This is a good one. That isn't. That isn't. Well, that helps. So, back to questing. I actually moved around a lot now. Let's move to that guy we saw near the docks. Because he was giving us a quest anyway. This 25 barrels of rum. Well, if they drank that much, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10 of them. That's 2.5 barrels each. I'm only human. No, not anymore. This certainly works. And if the drops were good too, I would be very happy. Unfortunately, they weren't.
Finished. On with the text.
Your rewards. Captain Smugly. Yeah, I think that kind of explains how otherwise. Also that being a strikebreaker. I don't know. I'm also not going to loot everything. I mean, I've got so much right now. I'll get to him yet. Can't get to him. But I won't do that quest. If it is what I think it is, I won't do that quest. It is what I think it is. Is that cryptic? Yes, it is. But I won't tell it. Drive back the Draconians. This quest is one of the chain quests that's actually taking place on that big island. The other one is called the Christmas set, the Christmas quest among the fans. The thing is, it's not part of the game as of yet. And I really hope it will be added to the game at some point, because the Christmas quest is a great quest. That 894 is not really true, by the way. That's only the first part. The moment I talk to the guy here, I get that. So we're heading back into the city, because I'm not going to do this yet. something updated. Probably that quest. Because we needed to talk to a captain. Yep. See? We needed to talk to one of those captains. But, as said, I'm not going to do that one yet. Mainland first, Snow Island after. Those Draconians will be encountered more often. That's for sure. This way. Ah, curious. This is also nice. Also giving me 894. Well, that's probably a standard amount. Have I? Yes, I have. So we're going to get all this. So every time, if she's indeed wild, yeah, I understand why he was. Never mind. Every time you do this, there she goes. Extraordinary nice. Everything I do actually grants me something. Look at that! Harry Potter's aunt. Auntie Petunia.
It's back there.
I don't think. I don't know. There are references to Harry Potter to this game anyway, so. I'm curious what will happen in the Dark campaign with this quest. Well, I'm going to find out soon enough. Yes, she's not so pious, Helena. So, last part, there she is.
Mission completed.
Almost. See, that 800 is always a little bit. Next quest. that one starts the chain quest. Let's start with him first. Although I remember from the light campaign that it was broken too. Oh no, this is another one. Mine walkers. Yeah, I can do that. Well, I think the better hammer helps. At least I'm hitting them more often now. Yep, it helps. Also getting a better relic. The only problem, we once again got reds. Lots of them. XP-wise, I think it doesn't matter if I do the kill on my skellies. Didn't I say that last time? Well, either way, it doesn't matter, so... Oh, we got a knockback somewhere. We also got a big hammer now. A white one though. So I will have to check, but I don't think it's 170. 96, 83, 76, 73. Close. Not good enough. I don't think we're heading into the right direction. Thought that mine was up here. We'll see. No, it is. Yep, a ghost boar. He needs. And that's what. I really love the explosions of the ghost stuff. 6 hands. Like that effect. Right. We got them by the hand, so it's taking up. May encounter these soldiers again. So back to ice. said, it's nice to actually being able to do damage yourself this time. At least that way.
That was easy.
At least that way I feel a little bit more accomplishment. So, next one, that. This is chain quest, so I let that one go for a bit. Oh, yeah. Shadow Shelly. Well, I can go there in a bit, but what I'm actually looking for is that. For two reasons. This is one reason. That one. Yep, we will. Punishment for the trader, we will. All kind of evil things. Well, see the amount of dark nights we have here. It's pretty obvious what Mr. Rocks did. Which is why
You like the taste of your own blood.
Yes, this actually helps. Like I said, it's good to be able to kill
No
yourself.
mercy.
Depth of 44, by the way, so that's 5 levels above mine. Great Axe Blessing doing 85 damage. So I actually should move everything down 1 point again. Especially considering it has 0.9 regen per hit. We'll do that later. We have a mission to complete. Bingo. 1 level.
I'm coming!
turn.
Wait. I think I know what happened. Oh, but I got another ice crystal. So everything is falling into place now. Yeah, big drops. Sorry for that pun. That Inquisitor, or whatever it was, is using the same thing I have, reflective. Rocks defeated. Good. Time to work on my attributes, which is strength, as always. And my skills. Tactics. Constitution. And I was going to update this one. Install core. That still means I won't be able to do much here. 2 points in Death Warrior needed, 10 in Malevolent Champion, and 1 in Astral Lord. So the next skill update, which will happen in somewhere about 1,000,000 points or something like that, I will actually be able to get the last one. And at that point I'm really wondering, am I going for their armor, so better protection, or hit point regeneration, which means they may, I don't know, revive faster or not being killed as fast. Something like that anyway. I think I will be doing armor this time. I had that option before. Shields and damage, but I prefer having more. So, Spectral Soldier's armor as last one. That means they get better protection. I think that's the best option. We do need 440,000 XP for that. So that's going to last a while. It also means that 1, 2, considering I have 4 skills right now, 3, I can actually start moving my points into other skills again. With the exception, of course, of Blacksmith, because that's broken. So I'm not going to drop anything in it yet. So tactics, constitution, maybe half that weapons, or concentration. I need to boost concentration anyway. And it would be nice if the regeneration time of the combat arts and my buffs is actually dropping a lot, although 3.4 seconds right now, not that bad. I won't be able to spam it yet. So, we killed rocks. But there's more to do. Take a right turn.
Fear the shadow, human.
Another turn. And at some point we'll be outside again. The reason have one more thing to do. By the way, this is the volcano. What I actually need is this. We need to talk to him. Sure, we can do that. By the way, I think that's my personal opinion, but the way this is done, the way it looks, is quite nice actually. I mean, that one. We need to move different angle. We've got the blades from this windmill, which is actually driving the system to rotate the lens and the mirror. We have the fire, we have the tail, so it can actually move with the wind. I think the idea shown here, the way that there's build it, is quite nice. The only thing is, how do you get up? That is broken, and when this moves, I don't think it's really healthy. But for an ancient land, and look who we got there.
That was easy.
So, in a way, yeah, it shows that technology, and that's quite nice. I don't think it actually worked like that during that time when people were actually just
I can't
able to
spare
get
you.
lighthouses. It was more like a tower with fire on top, not with the lens and all that. But if, let's say, if they would have a technological solution to that, this would have been quite a valid option. Now we've dealt with the lighthouse keeper, we've dealt with rocks.
The next task is waiting.
Quest complete. Off to Shelley. And also off to pick up the other guy, because now I start doing his quest as well. This kind of shows it, Hagelstein. That's where we're more or less heading to. There we go. The ghost village, and that's the chain quest. Both are leading me to the same direction. That one. Getting a little bit crowded up here by the look of it. There's Shadow. So, off to the witch. Let me see. Same path. Not yet. I don't think I had to kill much this time. I have to work on my health reach. And I'm facing level 45.
Go ahead, run. I will still rip your beating heart from your chest.
Level 45. Quite a number. So 5 levels above me right now. Thanks to my survival bonus. So let's start with this one. Gundle. Stop him. So we sent to the witch to hear the exact same thing as he is telling us. Is there any logic in that? Yes. Which is, well, of course there's this raven. There's the raven. Very hard to see.
Mission completed.
Which actually shows that the fact that we were sent somewhere to collect information while the student is having that information as well, shows that this guy is actually not listening to the students. Picked up nuts.
The next task is waiting.
Another set piece we already have. This one needs to be saved, that one can be sold. have to find red brush. Now, that sounds familiar. That also means replace some items. Let's go straight to it, if that's possible, because it isn't always possible. Sometimes these woods look like you can easily pass through, and sometimes they're an absolute pain in the butt. I think Whisperwood is actually one of the areas in this game where the forest is looking more normal.
You will have defeated me when my head comes away from my neck.
Well, you were a criminal, so it's probably what happened to him. Am I actually? Yeah, now I'm clicking something. Right, so let's wait for my health bar to move up. Oh, we have to deal with goblins this time. More goblins? Yep, more goblins. One more goblin. Stop moving around.
That was easy.
And she's gone. Best joke of all. She's able to teleport the moment you actually deliver her a letter. So if you're captured and you're able to teleport, why don't you teleport out the moment you can? Guess it's logic. Well, never mind. Long lost letter. Library entrance. Let's go. Just to be sure. Never mind. Let's switch to ice.
That's all you have to offer?
Sorry. Switch to fire, but no.
bad. Was it because of my bad breath?
Great axe, let's see. 61, it's even worse. It's what we have. Okay, library. New attempt. That way. That means I need to go to the left. Switch to another damage type, which is able to deal with both enemies. Stop putting arrows in.
I want blood.
Whoa, there's a whole execution squad here. That explains. Got them. Okay, let's wait for healing up. I can use potions for that, but let's just wait for healing up.
Lucky hit. Fleeing won't do you any good. I have connections to the underworld.
That voice is starting to annoy me at some point. But I already have it set to occasionally, and anything below that is actually no comment, which will make the game a little bit dull in my opinion. So just have to endure it.
Go ahead, run. I will still rip your beating heart from your chest.
This quest is one we will also pick up in a bit. First, we need to visit a library.
I can't spare you.
And here's a little quest. Guess what's going to happen the moment I enter that circle. Well, other than a quest update. More about guess what he's going to say. See it? Here we go. I hate vermin. I won't go in there. Kinda like how obvious
Mission completed.
Sword. Potter's slippers for the temple guardian. Headgear for the elf or dryad. Looks like something tried to smash its way out. And we're going to encounter lots and lots of tiny spiders. As well as rats. Because like I said before, the devs really love rats and other things. Those ghosts are easy to defeat actually. With the exception of the ones casting that lightning spell. Which is very annoying.
Trust me, death isn't that bad.
Nice part is those ghosts give me great experience. Okay, 58. Turn that off if I don't need it. And we've got it. Time to clear things up. Give a bunch of ghosts their eternal peace. Get out of here. Right. Next group, including champion. Well, that champion is able to either to hide or to teleport.
Move. Give me more, you meathead.
Okay, dealt with. Lost relic. One of my skellies has passed out. 59. Useless. Funny that I'm finding level 45, which is actually worse as I got equipped here. That's basically how much the quality of item is having its influence. On the other hand, this area was great to farm jewelry and relics. Not just this. Not just this particular dungeon, but that whole Whisper Woods area with all the ghosts and
I'm
all
taking
that
revenge on the world.
was great, absolutely great to farm jewelry and relics. I mean, look at this, another one. Spirits. Celestial magic aspect, I'm not using that. Ice damage. Sword weapons. Let's just bring this one up. Some rings and amulets, which are very useful, and of course those guys. Anyway, we've got the book, so let's get back to Herbie and give him the book and see what's happening next.
The next task is waiting.
He wants to get out of here. Okay, that way. We're going to do the quick transport this time. And watch that going to be destroyed by my skeletons. expect. 1, 2, 3. That's everybody.
The next task is waiting.
So, what does that point to, that letter? To the ghost guard this time, not to the scholar anymore. And that ghost guard is found there. So, we will have that in a bit. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry for that, but my cats were having a problem. So we have to go to the ghost village, which also means, although I'm not done here, I want to do the chain quest first. So we're heading to that monolith, and from that point on, pick everything up running. Before that, I will have to get everything going on him. So, 4, 3, let me see, 76, 83, 85. Let's find ourselves a blacksmith again. Let's take that off. I thought there were 2 blacksmiths in this town actually. 1 blacksmith, 2 merchants. Yeah. Hennibert is not following us, so I could actually... No, we're going to do the chain quest. In a way, yes, I could actually go somewhere else. However, we're going to do the chain quest. This time, no, I am doing things the right way. This time I can actually add a ring. Level for death blow, 17%. Before I complete it. Yep, only 2 points, but shop. That was actually one of the disadvantages with those shops. Items remained at your level, or slightly above, so in general, because of the survival bonus, they became pretty useless. Fire 65, 54, 60. That one is gone. 59. That one's gone. 59, 59, 54. All three are gone. And 47 gone. Ice, magic, and 6-6. Vitality. Only experience. Attack. Poison. Release. Attack burn. Chance to evade. Regen.
Thank you very much.
Where are you? Little EP. Done. At this speed, I will have to bring in the other characters at some point. I start looting that shared chest again. Just to get all the armor pieces out. So, the thing we are heading to is Hagelstein. Yeah, I think that actually is making somewhat difference.
There can be only one.
This time we will keep on following the road. At least up to the point where we are going to.
I feel no pain.
No, up to the point where we're going to see that resurrection moment. So I'm going to pick up each and every relic we actually see. For a very simple reason. If they always improve the character's armor. You will, of course, encounter the occasional fire guy. those are dead. The problem is we don't get into the frack colony.
Give me
Guess what?
more, you
They
meathead.
do fire damage. And lots of damage.
The end.
Of the unknown NPC. Nice part, of course. I'm getting lots of experience points right now. And we're getting lots of nice exploding ghosts. Monolith. Save point reached. Like those things that actually drop are the white ones. So I do hope my skellies don't kill them. Because that may actually have a negative influence on my drops. We also got another effect going on. Oh well, we're getting there. Nice. Gargle, Goyle. That you're here.
You want to kill a fallen soldier?
Very cool. Okay. Blue one. So I better check 60. There. Now. Well, so far so good actually. Except for
It will all
somewhat
be over soon,
bigger
you
bosses.
poor wretched soul.
But I should be finding the better items at some point, including better armor. So I hit it once. It's the final hit, but I was hitting it once. To recover from that encounter actually. I have enough health points, but every time I'm fighting, things won't recover. At least not until I do take a zip from the recovery potion. Those guys are lightning cast because they actually weaken characters. Weakened means I'm more vulnerable to other kinds of magic, other kinds of damage, sorry. Actually should have great hammer with that. Okay, getting there, move on.
Give me more.
Sorry, I had my practice. I really should remove my mute from the app. And alt. But this is quite common, at least once during a stream and when I'm recording a game, I have to sneeze. So I will simply mute things. What we saw on the map was two nice question marks, and now I can bring it up without a problem. Oh, it's gone. But those two question marks are also quests we need to do. And one of them actually leads to another chain quest. Very annoying. Here we go again. Well, still with 600 XP, things are going nicely. With the 1K, things are even going better. But leveling up is nice this way. You know what the best part is? You have to run all this way back at some point. So I'm getting the same XP again. Except I have leveled, and most likely due to the survival bonus, my opponents have leveled, so the fight will actually be slightly harder. Nice crystal, very nice. 59, 59, 61. Not yet. So we're going to see emergent. However,
Mission completed.
so we got that. The quest marker is moving another way. We don't see update. Not even here. And in Sacred 2 Golds it would actually mention something in the quest log about we have to find something about this baron, or where we can locate this baron and get something to identify ourselves as a representative of the baron. Which is a shame, because all that extra quest information is gone. And that makes the game very basic, but not better. In my opinion, it's a big step back. Kinda like you're with companions, what do? Fetch the meat from Skyrim, but yeah, you don't get information you need, so you simply fetch. And fetching is not fun. Why do I have to fetch that? That's the whole thing. So we're going to do some grave robbing again.
No one can stop me.
Not much grave robbing actually. Planet Guardian was a member of the Sacred International Order. Gravestones actually don't show. And there's also references to other stuff. And a reference to I think it could be lore of the game. Maybe internal Skyrim jokes, I don't know. That's the one I was looking for. We've done that one. Jan Langerman is not Lagerman. Langerman is one of the Skyrim employees. Which explains why
The witching
up
hour
here.
is over.
that was part of the unknown quest, something with a murderer or a thief, something like that. I have no idea. Last grave. The king was, if I remember it well, sacred underworld hardcore here. We got quite far. Codex of Demons was a set piece, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or part of a set piece. There's a lot of typos, by the way. Here's another one. So, Plucked the Heart Still Beating is a quote from Sakara priests in Sacred Underworld. And they were running around basically yelling something about I want the heart still beating and leave the eyes undamaged, hence why it's quoted here. I don't know what the exact reference is between the two. It is, after all, 50 years ago. So let's say some things are easier for me to remember than others. I have to fight alone for a change. How many do I need in experience points? 15. And we started out with over 400,000.
Just you wait.
That's the easiest solution. For them two, most likely. For those two. Just when I was about to hit it. Lots of zombies today. Number 3. I think I will get concentration potions and health potions from real life graves. So I won't start that as a hobby. Not to mention it's not very appreciated if people do real life grave robber.
Your fur has to be good for something. Just you wait.
Indeed.
Death to the living.
Do we have a mummy there? Yeah, we do.
All that remains is dust in the wind. It will all be over soon, you poor.
Amulets. Ooh, very close call. Gotcha. Ooh, very close call. That mummy was doing a lot more damage as I thought it would. Oh well, I managed to get through it anyway. So, let's move on. There's lots of stuff to rob here. Hey, come back here, don't teleport. So with this, 1k for a zombie, I only need to kill 100. Well, actually less, because it was 150 before I started to look in here. 81. 81 zombies. Wow. That can be done. If I add a few ghosts, it's actually going faster. So we got this signet ring. Well, and now it actually updates, which it should have done before. So we have to talk to the guard again. The feeling that the latest patch actually added more bugs instead of less. Let me see. This way. More coffins. Okay, with this upgrade, it won't be 81, it won't be more than 81.
Scat creature, rabid beast.
Nothing. Good thing I got compensation on other
That's the
pages.
end of that.
Otherwise, the 81k will take a very long time. Let's wait.
Lucky hit.
Done. And a yellow ice crystal. Whoa. That's really good. That's absolutely magnificent. Because that one, nice blade by the way, especially with the green resilience. But that ice crystal, while it's doing the same amount as the blue one, it will have a better effect. So that's quite nice. I got quite a good options to upgrade that great axe at some point, if I want to. Well, actually not this one, the next one. Skellies have me playing outside, okay? Well, does it look like something changed outside while we were gone? Let's get back to the guard. Ow. Need that hammer. 45, 45, 45, 20! Good grief. 30, 35, 30, 30. I need much better armor. That's basically my problem. I'm not protected well enough. sure, but I don't think this will update my skill.
That was easy.
No, 9k, see? So I'm somewhere around 60, 41. What? 61% survival bonus. It's quite a lot. And zoom. Game saved. Now, what we're going to experience now, because everything is gone here, I have to re-stomach all 5 skeletons this time. Because this is actually the only area you can explore twice. Or better said, for the first time twice. Now, is that confusing? Yes and no. Yes, because you usually explore the area only once, and you can't explore something for the first time 2 times. No, because the area is actually double. We have the current situation where we do a quest, and once the quest is finished, some things change big time. As you can see, we got ghost chickens, which I don't want to attack. Skellies do, barely offering XP, but never mind. And we've got, as you can see, ghost NPCs here. No, I don't need to keep those. 66, so I don't need to keep those. And I don't need to keep those. 37. Anything else? No, I don't think so. Even the artist is having a ghostly voice. So something the devs really thought well of. Must be. So let's talk to him. New quest, Forgotten Valleys. So that's part 1. So, of course we can do that. That does actually not give an update. Here's the one. It's making music and doesn't sing. Need to think for a moment. I thought it was this way. I'm always going wrong, so it's very likely it wasn't this way. Some nice message on these. Not on these. Bridge leading to the temple. With eternal fires. And zombies.
Your second death is approaching.
Actually, it isn't approaching, it's already here. Yep, it was the other one. Because the bridge is broken and we need to be there. Like I said, I'm always moving in the wrong direction. For whatever reason. This is also not where we have to be. We'll get there later. Funny that I do remember that one. But that I'm always hiding in the wrong direction. So about 41,000. But we did some kills, so 40,000 more or less. This is easy peasy. Times 9. 700. 7,200 more or less. Not that much. Yeah, let's go back to the village elder, tell him that ghosts have been dealt with. probably got a new job for us.
It can't be far now.
See, go south found a reason for the eternal night. Yep. Like I said, we probably got another job for us. And we already were there.
That
briefly.
was easy.
Now, this is better. Before I'm doing my points, I'm leaving this so the music won't bother us all the time. Now that's combat arts. This is what we need. 1 point in strength. Two. 3. 4. Combat arts. 3.3. It used to be 3 points. 4, I think. So everything is dropped except that one. And then low is 5 per second. So I need to drop this one eventually to get the fastest of my combos. What's more important, that is done. So I've got 4 points now, 4 skill points I can put in everything because that one's done. I don't need to master it for the time being. I can have 16 in my spell level. I don't even have 16 in my spell level, but I can have 16 in my spell level right now for maximum effect. Everything I want to happen with my skellies is done. So this is done. That leaves all the other skills I can do minus the blacksmith. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 skills can be upgraded. And that means I'm basically, what I'm going to do right now is tactics, constitution, armor, because we will get the level 60 drops at some point, and concentration. If I concentrate my skill points on those 4 to level 50, things will be quite nice. Because, yeah, level 30s, and even a level 20 is not good. Scully is already waiting. I'm able to give all of them. No, there's still something with him though.
I'll
Sure.
be there soon.
If he's regenerating or not. let's clear this part. Before we actually go up, there's also some loot here. Let's do the uh-oh. Now, I'm going to deal with somebody who would be a great poster on Twitter these days. Something's actually in capitals, so this is basic, straightforward bashing. Or should I say BBB? Basic bashing. Don't even want to spend my combat armor on it. Yeah, that guy looks pretty dead to me. Guardian, energy pistol, but we don't have opportunity to use it. Oh wait, I think I know why. No, I do have ranged weapons. So this one simply isn't using ranged weapons. Well, Mr. Elder, I have some news for you. We'll soon be on this side of this brook or river. Well, I think it's more a brook or a creek.
That was easy.
And that's why I said double looting, because we've entered Hagelstein and it is actually a little bit more light here. So that means we can go back here. However, so first I'm going to get rid of the items.
Once again, here is a list of things I am not. an inquisitor, a dryad, a high elf, a temple guardian, and a seraphim, goddammit.
45 mole, 170 damage. Well, okay. 45 level, 170 damage. That's the white one. All I have is blues. $65, $59, $60. Not yet. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to have a minor break. I will leave the game going. Just mute the microphone for a moment. So get yourself something to drink or to snack, and I'll be back in a bit and then I will be able to continue the story. So see you in a bit.
A player with lag. That's what I call groundbreaking technology. success. Somebody save me. This player wants to starve me to death. Can anybody hear me?
We're back. Thanks for waiting. I'm sorry, but I had to do this. I had these terrible cramps in my ankle, and because of that, I wasn't actually able to sit nicely, which eventually also was affecting my back, so I had to get up and walk a bit. Anyway, that's not related to the quest. So let's get out of here. That is related to the quest. Without Scully's, this guy is...
I hope I got my shot for that.
It's not that bad yet. Let's see how things are going now. What's the best way to do this? There are two options I have right now. I want to do those two quests for sure. Thing is, I can cross the brook and take that path and pick up this one, that one later. Maybe I'm going to do that. I usually go the other way around. Maybe this time I should actually do this. Let me see, there was a location. No, there's something I need to do first. There was a location where I would be able to move from one side to the other. Where was it? Maybe I can cheat. Actually cheat. That didn't work. That's going down even more. I thought I was able to move across that brook. Looks like they patched that one out. Shame. For the long run it is, after all. Still, it's a shame. Because everything here is located on this ridge. And it actually gives the impression that you can move from one city to the other. You can't from one bank to the other. Well, actually you can. You can't get into the town. Probably done because of the quest progress. Funny, I was not able to hit that champion. And I absolutely nailed it on the other one. But anyway, maybe they built this barrier because of the quest. That people won't be able to enter the city, this village, without actually having started the quest. Understandable, but it's also a shape.
It will all be over soon, you poor wretched soul. Keep me company in the shadows, ghost.
That didn't go as should either.
It will all be over soon, you poor wretched soul.
Right. Like I said, everything resets. In general, that villagers act like a dungeon. Now what? Hey, if you hit me, then make sure I can fight back, not like this. That worked. Still, I need better armor, and I can't buy better armor.
Trust me, death. Would you look at that? Resistance!
Yep. And they keep resisting. Still not able to sit nicely today. Don't know what it is, but it's very annoying. Because it's hurting my back. And that's not something I recommend anyone who have back pains. Or maybe I simply need to be careful. I think I've got this one 7-8 years now.
All be over soon, you poor wretched soul.
Well, I'm back to miss again. Lost traffic, okay. 59. We had a fire on 59 and 58. So, useless. Maybe I should ignore the relics unless they are actually blues. One level added to the monsters here, and I start to do more hits.
got. Come on again.
Trying to hit me. Those. Nothing. He does. Among him. Well, this is going on. Usually set a goal for what I want to be used when I'm recording my games. I actually haven't done that for the stream. Yeah, we're questing in Artamark region, but no goal about reaching a level or whatever. So maybe I should do that next
it's
time.
my turn.
Instead of having just option to explore somewhere,
A ghost?
questing
How
somewhere,
awful.
I should actually set a goal like reaching level 52 or something like that. See how I fare after. Okay. Would you stop throwing your static electricity at my butt all the time? That's really great. No, not yet. I was actually thinking about changing the relics into fire, but not yet. Because of a quest that's coming up soon. It's surprisingly how much I actually know about some quests.
Yes, fight for your life.
Well, they offer nice experience points for sure. Okay. That'll happen. Have I passed? No, I haven't. Hello, lady. Me and my skelly friends come to visit you. Oh, Battlehammer, it's one-handed. Shame. Let's see. Archmage Ghost. That's going to be tricky, because those are the guys who are actually casting the lightning at me. But yeah, we can help her. We'll start here, but I know at some point I will end up in this area. So let's do it. Every time I'm running into the same problem, get there.
Where's your sheet?
One.
Please don't do that again.
Plenty of jewelry or related after this.
What a great feeling.
See? Human one. Immediately lightning. I will nearing it. 59. Also a white one, so let's ignore it. I really need better protection because that frost effect is slowing my character down, not to mention the healing. Every time we see this circle around this area, it's that frost effect, and frost is doing slowdown. That's why. That's why I was having a problem. Because of that ghost move. Well, I think that problem is solved by now. So, let's move on. Because there's one more to deal with. Actually, he's away. Hang on. Yeah, that's odd. Because... oh, it's already sending us back. I was about to say, because usually it's in this area. I guess I've been running a small circle without knowing it. I also think that unless I get, never mind, I think I can get there anyway without
I'm going to suck up your energy.
forced to actually move back the way I came. That's a change.
Too slow.
So what I can do is one hit kills. Get back on this path again. Kill the last archmage and then take the northern route to that hut. The way, the exact way as I had in mind before, set in a different direction this time. There he is. So nice he comes actually running to us. This was the path I intended to take earlier. I should have gone north instead of south.
No one can stop me.
Well, doesn't matter, because next time I play this game I probably have gotten which way to go anyway. the same mistake.
That was easy.
Hey, set piece.
This has to be a very special item.
Yep, level 50. Now let's see, because I'm using 35s there. Good chance to evade. One speed is attack is high, defense is better, although not that much better. So yes, that's actually a good piece, and this is high elf. Delphic Arcania. Okay. Not yet. Because there's another quest up here. Well, actually, more than one.
Cretin!
That's the quest I was talking about. And this is the reason why I wanted to take the other way. Because he is sending us to the same location we just came from. So we have to go there and bring him some fish. Check on him and bring him fish. And this is actually the start of another chain quest. Also, this is what I meant. Those two are we dealt with as well. So first, going back, deliver the message and the fish. We got some boars coming in. So you got some ghost meat coming in.
The next task is waiting.
Now we have to find a bag of peas. Fetch peas. And guess what? If I complete this quest, I got 4,670 gold as a peace price. Blue relic of frost. Okay. 60. Still below. By the way, that bag of peas there. So I'm simply going to do a shortcut. Skellies. No skellies. Let's bring in the skellies. How much? What to do anyway? 66. Okay.
I cannot lose the
Well,
next fight now. Thank you.
good. Extra experience points. Always lovely. Or extra damage. A possible ability. Still, always lovely. I can manage to pull this off without letting those draconians after me. Then I can actually complete everything here without having to change my relics, my orbs.
Finished. On with the text.
So back to the fishes guy. Now we become mailman.
Finished. On with the text.
Here we go. And that's the next one. So this is the Mordre area, which means that the Baron we had to get that ring from probably also is the Mordre, which, if it is, would mean that it's a reference to the previous sacred game, Underworld, in which you got a ring from the Mordre to show at guards at the pass. Hang on. You had to show them to a guard at the pass to request help. And now you had to show a ring to a guard at the pass access a certain area. So this whole quest is... That would be very tricky. That would be very tricky if that whole quest is actually an Easter egg from the devs related to Sacred Underworld main quest. That would be absolutely tricky. Very nasty.
Would you look at that? Resistance.
Would also be a very good, great prank in a way. Maybe I should say it's actually one of the best possible Easter eggs. Right, let's deal with Angar, which, by the name, I think it's also a reference. Because there was a Witch King of Angar in a certain book series. Never finished one, I think, but he later came back as some sort of ghost and had to deal with a great wizard, but eventually was killed by a woman. So we're going to help this Angar get some wolf fur. Is it straight over? Yeah, it was. Right under the main quest marker. Is that the Witch King? Named differently. Surprisingly, there are still wolves here. Well, actually, not anymore, because all those traps killed them.
Finished. On with the text.
Beat area.
This has to be a very special item.
A very useful item. One. So another fisherman. There's the good lady.
Finished. On with the text.
That introduction gave me 9000 XP. Now, those are the easy quests. Now we got the long story. So, guess what? Patch notes. Yep, sure.